Hey everybody, welcome back from the Thanksgiving break. Hope everybody had a good visit with family or friends or whatever you had going on there. Anyway, as we get back to writing some SQL queries here, I just wanted to give you a couple of quick pointers on the way that I develop a SQL query or a select statement, generally speaking, and just kind of some steps I use to help me keep things in order. So I'm going to use lesson 11.03 with the Vince's Vinyl queries. So I've already loaded up Vince's Vinyl schema to my MySQL. So what I'm going to do is just going to copy step one here and drop it over here in my workbench. Now you can annotate a comment line with a double dash. And again, depending on the program, some SQL programs will use a forward slash or a forward slash asterisk. In this case, for a single line of comment code, you can just do a double minus or a double dash, and that'll treat that line as a comment line or a documentation line so that it will not execute what's written there. So it's just going to be good to keep, okay, that's what I'm doing. So I don't have to keep flipping back to my other page to remind myself, what am I doing? Okay, so write a query to list the first name, last name, city, state, and zip code of all customers from Washington. All right, so we're going to do a select, and I like to just give myself a couple lines to do from. Now, where am I coming from? I'm going from my Vince's Vinyl schema, and my table names are there, so I'm looking for my customer table. So I want to make sure I tell it the right schema. Because we have customer also in a couple of other schemas. So we got to make sure we tell it first vinyl dot customer. If I can spell right. There we go, fat fingers. And the field names that I'm looking for, now looking under customer to make sure we get the right field names, because they may not necessarily be what are in our instructions. So we're going to go select first name, last name. So given name. Again, this is a personal preference issue. Some people like to end their lines with commas. Some people like to start their lines with commas. I personally like the commas in the front. It just really, it's a personal preference issue. And depending on where you learn and how you learn to do it, your employer may insist that you do it as at the end of the line or the beginning of the line. Again, it's a personal preference issue. In terms of functionality of the script, it will work either way. But just so you know, there's no practical difference between putting a comma at the beginning of a line or back here at the end of the line, like right there. Okay, I like them at the front because then I can line up my front of all my words. So here we go, family name. We've got city, just city. And then let's make sure state is just state. It is. Zip. For all customers from Washington. So that's where state equals, and again, I haven't looked at the data structure here. I'm not sure if it's looking for WA for the abbreviation or if it's looking for let's see if it gives me any information about it. It's a char2. So we look at here, state definition char2. So it's going to probably be just the state abbreviation. We don't need to write out the entire thing. So where state equals single quotes WA. Execute that script right there. And boom, there I have a list of all of my customers. Let's see if that matches right there what the assignment says it should match. Select first name, last name, city, state, zip from vinyl customers where state equals WA. Again, this is where I always get burned. I always forget my end semicolons. Fortunately, my SQL Workbench here is not too particular about that. But yes, you should end all queries, all statements with a semicolon. Again, you can break them down by row. You can also have them, as this query shows, in a single line like that. Does not matter, does not change the outcome. Okay, I like it this way just for the readability and just the order of it looks a little better and cleaner to me for reading it. So hope that helps. Again, I like to start out with my select, my from, name your table, and then go back and add your fields and then your constraints. And that's kind of the order I take when I approach building a SQL query. Okay?